with Cardi B's verse. I thought Partisan Fontaine did a great job writing it. Shout out to Cardi's writer, Party. Partisan never gets celebrated for writing for Cardi, but I do want to celebrate that king because his talent is really shining through these records. So shout out to Partisan. And also shout out to the other.
I'm trying to get that dough. Every day is another struggle. This is my life. So what if my plans at home? Just sit back.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, a lot has been going down since the release of Super Freaky Girl remix with Nicki Minaj, JT, Bia, Agbar V, Katie Got Bands, Malibu. I think that's it, right? I think I got everybody. A lot has been happening, okay? The girls have been beefing. The girls have been going back and forth. They've been bickering, shading each other, subbing each other. A couple of them then put like ads on it, which is what I like to see. You know what I'm saying? It's just been a real shit show. It's been a real shit show on social media. So Impressive, who I haven't reacted to in a very long time, has actually done a video on Belcalis and Jatavia from the City Girls. Now, I'm not crazy about both of them, just to be honest. Like, I don't mind JT. She's said some things that I really don't care for. Do I hate the girl? No. I mean, she's okay. Belcalis, child, I ain't even gonna get into that. But they've been going back and forth. And just recently, Belcalis and Malibu Mitch, who's also a rapper who's on the Freaking Girl remix, they have been getting into it and have literally did some weird, oh, I'm popping out in BX and meet me here, all this. Child, it's just been like, it's just been crazy. It's just been crazy and unnecessary. Like, do I want people to beef and have like crazy violence? No. But if you're going to be back and forth on Twitter, at least put an address on it. Because, like, girl, at this point, it's like you're arguing with yourself. If you're not putting an address on it, you're arguing with yourself. So, yeah. I'm ready to get into this and see what Impressive is going to tell me. I pretty much have seen the crowd. I was following. Listen, when it was going down, I was following it. I was following it in real time and was seeing what was going on. So let's see what Impressive says, because you know she be giving her little 2 cents too. And make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe before I even press play. Okay, Patreon is up if you want to get into some things over in Patreon. I definitely have K-pop. I did have a female rap tier on Patreon, but I took it down because nobody was subscribing to it. Everybody was subscribing to everything else but that. But I know it's because pretty much my subscriber base right now is nothing but K-pop. So I expect like my K-pop like subscribers to go subscribe to Patreon. But it is up if you are interested in listening to K-pop or getting into some things, or you just want to support. You can donate. I don't care. You can donate. You can support, whatever have you. But until I am able to diversify my fan base a little bit more, maybe get more female rap fans or fans of Nicki or, you know, whoever, then maybe I'll open the tier back up. I'm not too sure. But right now it's literally just BTS, Blackpink, and like my K-pop tier, which has other different K-pop acts. So enough of me ranting. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
Cardi B got into a messy Twitter spat with JT from the City Girls, but her real issue is not with JT, it's with Nicki Minaj. To find out more in this video, stay tuned.
Girl, Impressive needs to quit. Oh, she really spilling these days. Wow.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. There was a very messy Twitter war between Cardi B and JT from the City Girls. And things got very, very, very messy. And before I break down everything that was said, let me just kind of start from the beginning. Okay, so recently it came out that Cardi B and Glorilla's Tomorrow 2 song debuted at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. And this is actually a huge deal for Glorilla because this is her first top 10 hit. And I thought the song Tomorrow 2 was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Cardi B's verse. I thought Partisan Fontaine did a great job writing it. Shout out to Cardi's writer, Cardi. Partisan never gets celebrated for writing for Cardi, but I do want to celebrate that king because his talent is really shining through these records. So shout out to Partisan. And also shout out to the other ladies who were in the top 10 this week. I saw Lizzo, Nicki Minaj, they all were in the top 10. So
oh my God.
I also think it's great that Steve Lacy finally.
Man, I was not expecting her to say that.
So
she do that.
Everybody is winning.
Oh my God.
Cardi are winning right now.
Man.
It's supposed to be a moment for them to celebrate, but unfortunately, things took a very, very messy turn.
Wow.
So what exactly happened?
That was shady. That was shady.
At it with some of the rap girls who were featured on Nicki Minaj's Super Freaky Girl Queen Mix song. The other day, she was just going at it with the rapper Akbar V, and their whole beef was so confusing to me because Akbar made a tweet about chart data. She just said, if chart data ain't said, we ain't believing the cap. And Cardi took offense to this tweet. She thought Akbar was subbing her, so she woke up the next day and picked a fight with Akbar and said, count all the times chart data posted you. And this, of course, led to a very, very messy Twitter battle. And there was a lot of underhanded comments made. Akbar was dissing Cardi's rap skills and saying how she didn't write. She also was making fun of her getting beat up and even talked about her look, saying Offset is not street, and he got beat up. And Cardi took it very low as well. In fact, she was the first one to go below the belt and bring up families. She talked about Akbar's mothering skills. She talked about her kids. She talked about her dead mother. She revealed that Young Thug even put hands on her. And she also posted Akbar's sex tape. So Cardi went really low. I thought the exchange between her and Akbar was very messy and very hateful. And truthfully, nobody was right in this situation. I thought Cardi and Akbar were dead wrong. Now, Cardi decided to pick on her next victim. She decided to go at JT.
Not her next victim.
So this is what happened. JT was responding to this hate page against her. In the tweet, this person said, JT, Akbar, Bia, and Katie Bands after seeing Glorilla get a top 10 hit without doing all the D writing and extra stuff. And JT decided to respond. And I wish JT didn't respond to this. She does have a bad habit of addressing negativity all the time, but she decided to respond and she said, I'm not like that at all. I've been doing remixes and never got credited on a chart, but they get sung word for word and help push the original songs as intended. Unlike y'all, well, I can't even say y'all because y'all don't rap, you tweet. Congratulations, Glow and Stream FNF Remix and Queen Mix. Now, someone responded to JT and said, girl, this one tickled you. Not congrats, Glow. You know you can't mention Cardi or your massa will get the whip. And JT said, nah, actually the tweet was too long. Plus, Cardi been having top 10s. I've been congratulating her for years. This is Glow's first one. I've been ignoring y'all, but y'all are hella annoying. Move around and get off my D. Thank you. So JT tried to shut the narrative down that she had an issue with Cardi because the last thing she wanted was for Cardi to come at her. Well, this didn't stop Cardi from coming at her. Cardi called her a lapdog, and she also said, go fetch. And of course, this set JT off. She said, Cardi, you go fetch a real talent. We women. Why you come back out here to put on a show for these kids? And she also called Cardi a wiener dog and said, I hope you don't think you know bully. And Cardi responded and said, so wait, me and you talking in the DM woman to woman, but you take it to your timeline and throw shots calling me a bully and a wiener? Why you playing dumb? And you talking.
But girl, what? But you took it to your timeline. Like, that's what be confusing me. Pot calling the kettle black. because you literally took it to your timeline when you didn't have to. If you felt like JT was subbing you, you could have DM'd her right then and there before you went on Twitter and said lapdog. If you felt the way about what she said, you could have DM'd her. Because I don't think that JT was being shady. I really don't. Like, does she have to keep going back and forth with her fans? No, she didn't. She didn't have to entertain the negativity. But she did, and it is what the fuck it is. I don't think that she was really being shady. I think that she was shading the fans, and I think she was coming for the fans because the fans constantly come for her. Just like Belcalis gets online and constantly comes for the Barbs when the Barbs pick with her. And she shades the fans. And she also be throwing shots at you-know-who. But nobody says nothing to that. Everybody act like they don't see that. But I digress. Ciao.
About talent, ha! You forgot P tried to put me on with your writer. Ooh wee. JT said that was before you replied and said you was talking about me. So tell the world why you said I'm a lapdog, Cardi. No, you wanted ours written for our hooks, for our sound, because you clearly have none. Ask any writer. I write my own stuff. You know this. Now, JT is telling the truth. JT does write her own verses. However, her group member, Young Miami, gets her verses written by somebody else. The head of their label, named P. Thomas, actually has writers for the group. They write Young Miami's verses and the hooks, but JT writes her own verses. I just wanted to clarify that, but back to the topic. Cardi said, I definitely didn't. P wanted to put me into your writers because y'all numbers make him pennies. My talent speaks for itself, though. And Cardi posted the City Girls YouTube stats, and the City Girls' highest viewed video is the one that features Cardi B. So she was flexing on them a little bit and reminding them that she helped them get one of their biggest hits and their highest rated video. And JT responded and said, Cardi, please, I'm not impressed. I don't care. I'm not about to beef with you about YouTube. Girl is crazy. And Cardi said, didn't I hit you back in the DM 20 minutes ago? But I gotta come on the timeline for a response. And you're mute but steady arguing here. Like I said, this ish is for show. Opportunist. So this is weird.
How is she an opportunist when you were the one that started with her first?
Responding on Twitter.
What?
And not responding in the DM.
Because you like to do that. You like hitting people up in the DM.
Why can't that person respond publicly? I don't get it. Maybe both.
If you wanted to do DM first, then that's what you should have did in the beginning.
Dog for no effing reason. Makes sense. I think she meant make it make sense. But back to the DMs I go. Cardi said, if the shoe fits, that's your fault. Cardi also said this in the midst of them going back and forth. Matter of fact, I'm not even doing this on the timeline. It's becoming real repetitive for doggy treats. We already addressing it in the DMs. Goodbye, y'all. JT said, wait, I'm back for this last tweet because who doing anything for doggy treats? If anything, Glorilla have you a bone that you need to go feed that dog you were posing by the pool with for Hot-ish, fancy pants. And Cardi said, Hot-ish debuted higher than any song you ever dropped or been on. Prison pants. Everybody has good and bad moments, but you haven't had one since what? Act Up? Woo-wee! The shade was really thick. The shade was thick. Cardi didn't lie, and JT didn't lie. JT hasn't had a lot of big hits, and that is true. Cardi, however, hopped on Glorilla's Tomorrow song because she needed to get
She's hot.
traction.
She's
so
hot.
Glorilla definitely threw her a bone. Cardi's last few songs and features
have not hit, and that's not being shady or anything. They have not. They haven't. That's true. If that's the case, and she lives in the top 10 like she says, or she's so hot like she says, and that remix that she was on, was it a remix? I think that drill song that she put a feature on, that would have debuted a lot higher. Because I don't even think that made like top 40 when it came out. And that's no shade. Literally. That's facts. That song did not do good. If that was the case and you had all this star power, why did that song do as good as the song with Glorilla? Because Glorilla is hot as fucking fish grease right now. I'm not going to sit here and act like your star power does not help or did not help the song Tomorrow. Because it did. But I think that Glorilla definitely threw you a bone. For sure. She definitely threw you a bone. because I don't know when your next hit was gonna come, to be honest. Cause I think Hot Shit debuted in the top 20, but then like fell off fast and made no noise after that. And then the song with Summer Walker, nothing happened with that. And then the drill song, nothing happened with that. It has not been happening for her. So I definitely think that she's looking at these up and coming female rappers like the Glorillaz and the Ice Spices, and she's trying to get connected with them because she knows that they're hot right now, like really hot. And that's just facts, bruh.
Didn't do as well or chart as high. Her song Hot-ish kind of underperformed. And mind you, this song had a big budget. It had a big video budget. It had a radio budget. She also had two
All of that, man.
with Kanye West and Lil Durk. And the song still didn't get enough steam. So she had to run over and hop on Glorilla's wave to get some momentum going. And that's the real tea. And JT too hopped on Glorilla's wave and did that whole effing.
They all of them.
Not the only one. JT did it too. But overall, I think this Twitter spat was very unnecessary. I think JT tried to stop it from going further than it needed to go, but Cardi took it there. She was the one who threw shots first, so she started it. And Cardi's issue is not with JT, okay? Her issue is not even with Akbar. Her issue is with Nicki Minaj. Let's be real here. It's not a coincidence to me that she's now getting into it with the girls who collaborated with Nicki. Now, Nicki always gets called out for being shady or being bitter towards people who work with Cardi, and people don't call Cardi out enough. But Cardi definitely has an issue.
Act like they don't see that shit.
Women working with Nicki, and she has made up in her mind that they're throwing subs at her, and she's using
insecure.
that as a reason.
That's all it is.
And Nicki Minaj knows this. She knows this very well. And when she saw Cardi going at JT for no reason at all, Nicki posted JT's picture on her Twitter profile. Now, a lot of people thought that Nicki was being messy and she was the one instigating this whole feud. But JT said that Nicki had nothing to do with it. When somebody said Nicki...
But here's the thing, though. Homegirl keeps saying, and the issue with Akbar and the issue with JT on Twitter, she's mentioned multiple times, lapdog. Who are you talking about when you say lapdog? Who? Because if that's the case, you are inserting Nicki in the shit without actually saying her name. Can we be honest? You're inserting her. So if she adds her 2 cents and she says something to you, would she be wrong? Because you keep saying lapdog, but it's like, okay, bitch, who are you talking to? 2 girls that have been on the Queen Mix, you've called a lapdog quite a few times. Go fetch, lapdog, this, da-da-da-da-da, doing shit for treats. It's giving very much Nicki Minaj. So if she responds or she says something, oh, she's so pressed, she's so bothered. Bitch, you keep subbing her. You've been subbing her. And that's facts. You've been subbing her. Even before Nicki came back, just recently came back and dropped Super Freaky Girl, you have been subbing her. Let's be clear. And that's facts. And anybody can go back and check the receipts on Twitter when she was saying this, responding to her fans constantly, throwing subs in her tweet to Nicki and her fans, saying go stream and all this weird shit. Like, but people act like they don't see that. They act like they don't see it. They act like Belcalis cannot do no wrong. And because she has gotten the pass for so long, they continue to act like they don't see it. So now it's every time Nicki says something or she responds back to something, it's like they don't see what Belcalis is doing, but it's like, oh, Nicki Minaj is pressed because she's responding and she's 40 and she needs to go sit down. Like, I cannot.
She said, no again. See, y'all want to know so bad and be wrong. I don't gossip with her about nobody. All this is because of fan pages. So Nicki is not behind this, and I don't think she's obligated to insert herself in this whole mess because this is not her fight. But the reason why she's chiming in is because she knows a lot of Cardi's resentment is towards her, not JT. And she wanted to show some solidarity with JT in that moment. Now, when Cardi saw Nicki put JT's picture in her Twitter profile, Cardi put Remy Ma's picture in her Twitter profile. So Cardi was using Remy to taunt Nicki. Remy has beefed with Nicki in the past. She dropped that Shether diss record. So Cardi knows that posting Remy will irritate Nicki. She knows it. But Nicki responded and changed her Twitter pic again, and this time she posted her Nicki sign, and in it you see her holding up a pen. So basically she's telling Cardi to stop tweeting and write some raps. See, Nicki might have a little bit of respect for Cardi if she actually wrote something instead of arguing all day long. She doesn't like Remy, but guess what? She respects Remy because she at least pushes her pen. And she gave her props for that Shether record, not because she liked it, but because she respected the fact that she handled the situation like a real rapper would.
You know, with Remy, she handled it. She did her thing on wax, right? Mm-hmm. And I always have to speak the truth, whether or not, however things went down. I have to speak the truth on that. You feel a certain way, you're a rapper. Deal with it that way and rap.
So even if Nicki doesn't like a person, she'll still have a little bit of respect for them if they actually rap and push their pen. She doesn't respect Cardi at all because Cardi doesn't write, she recites. So Nicki, being a true rapper, just doesn't respect somebody.
She doesn't respect
like
it.
Cardi B, and she never will truly respect her. But anyway, this whole beef between Nicki and Cardi has created a lot of division between the female rappers in the industry right now. It's actually crazy that now some of these girls feel like they have to pick a side, because if they pick Nicki's side, it's going to be a problem. If they pick Cardi's side, it's going to be a problem. So the situation is really messy, and honestly, the stands
It's best to just stay neutral.
The drama. They create all the chaos, and unfortunately, these ladies fall for it every single time. It never fails, but I do wish everybody could get along. I really do. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Tell me what you think about this whole mess down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah, I think it's some bull. I really think it's some bull. Like, I'm so over it. I'm over it. I really am. Like, these bitches have just been going on a rampage. Literally, a freaking rampage for like the past month. Ever since Freaky Girl came out, they have been going on a freaking rampage. Everybody's subbing. Everybody's dropping disses and songs. Everybody got something to say. Everybody is feeling, not everybody, a few people are feeling insecure, thinking that people are subbing them when they're really not. Like, and it's causing unnecessary issues. Like, let's be clear. Now, with the Akbar situation, Akbar was subbing vocalies. She was. Like, that's facts. So if somebody sees something and they like, bitch, you're subbing me, I see you, then it is what it is. I don't know if they have underlying issues or if they had problems before, but that was a sub, Akbar. The JT thing, that was unprovoked because she did not need to go on her Twitter and write lapdog. Because JT was not subbing Cardi. She had answered a few fans back, and in her tweet, I don't think that she was subbing vocalese. I think that at this stage of development, because she has been arguing with Barbs and going back and forth, and her and Nicki have been throwing subs at each other and whoop-de-woo, she's on edge. And because she's on edge, she feels insecure about anything that anybody has to say. And if she looks at it and for whatever reason it doesn't sit right within her spirit, attack mode. Attack mode. It's insecurity within herself. So it is what it is. I always like Impressive's videos because she does a really good deep dive. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Remember, Patreon is up and is live and is active. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you know when I drop another video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Done it all. Been through it all. I walked over the motherfucking fire with sandals. gonna burn your feet eventually. Mic check.